So I have a grand total of $41,058 from getting my degree in mechanical engineering at the University of Portland. Recently, the student loan forgiveness program is up and running where you can get up to $20,000 of these student loans relieved if you are eligible to apply. So in this video, we're going to walk through step by step on how to apply for loan forgiveness. So the first thing we're going to do is go over the requirements for Parent Plus loans and student loans to see if you're even eligible to apply for student loan forgiveness. Then we're going to look at my exact student loans that are from Great Lakes, which is a very common student loan provider. And then we're going to go into actually filling out the application to get some of these loans relieved. If you're new here, my name is Liz. I'm a data science manager at Intel. On this channel, I talk about everything in your 20s. So whether it's student loans, finances, books, all that stuff. So if you're into that, feel free to subscribe. Otherwise, let's jump into it. So the requirements that you need to know about. If you are single and you have student loans, you need to make under $125,000 in the year of 2020 or 2021. If you are married or have a family, then that is bumped up to $250,000 in the same years, 2020 or 2021. I will link below the exact requirements since I am no student loan specialist. But I did dig up my W-2 from 2021. So I took a look at exactly what the wages are that I gained or whatever. So I looked at the little one box. Now I worked for J.E. Dunn and then I worked for a cost consultancy firm called Cumming Management. So I had to add two numbers together, just the wages. So that ended up being a total of $86,912. But here's the thing, when I looked at my adjusted gross income on the actual tax filing, when I actually filed my tax return, it said that my eligible adjusted gross income was $87,220. So let's take a look on what that looks like. So this is what it was. I was on my H&R Block, which I used to use TurboTax, but I don't anymore because I started a business, so I have to have a little bit extra help. But you can also look at your individual tax return and it says right here, that is my adjusted gross income. And I think that's what they're using, at least what I read online. It's not from your W-2, it's from your actual tax filings. So I don't think the application requires this yet. I think we actually have to fill out the application first and then they'll ask for backup documents. Now, I actually have my student loans through a company called Great Lakes, which is a very common loan provider. So let's take a look on what it looks like online. This is actually LastPass because honestly, I have not touched my student loans in so long that I have to use a password manager to get access and log in. So when I first logged in, for a split second, there was a thing on the screen that said, apply for your student loan forgiveness here. We'll email you when you're eligible or when we receive paperwork. I couldn't remember the exact wording, but it did pop up here for a split second. So I think when we apply on the Student Aid Gov website, that we're just applying there and then your actual loan provider will contact you. So that's a good thing to know. Now I haven't done autopay in a while, so it's confirming that I want to do autopay. So $439 I pay a month for student loans. Now it says it's going to resume in 2023, which is February. So that's good to know. So I'm just going to stay enrolled because a little bit easier. Confirm. And great, we confirmed. So I'm going to X out of that. I actually logged in here. So you can see my actual amount. This is real. You can see my actual Great Lakes account. I logged in. Again, I forgot my password. So use a password manager, sign up for LastPass. It's the best thing ever. So in here, you can make a payment, all that stuff. I don't see anything about applying anymore. It was that split second. So click that if you can't, but we're actually going to fill it out on studentaid.gov. So you don't actually fill it out in your loan provider's website. They refer you to the actual application on a different website. So that's something very important, that you're not actually going to be filling anything out on Great Lakes or your loan provider. Okay, now the good stuff. This is studentaid.gov. We are going to be applying. The first thing that popped up was this giant thing saying, look, apply today no later than December 31st, 2023. So that's important. You need to fill this out by December 2023. That's a year from now. So hopefully you have time to do that. But up to 20,000, so it's legit. Now I'm just gonna press start application and do this live with you guys because I have actually didn't look at the loan application beforehand. So we're gonna be doing it live here. Eligibility for debt relief. Cool, I like to read. It's a program that provides eligible borrowers. Great. Non-Pell Grant. I'm pretty sure I had a Pell Grant, but I can't remember. I have no idea how I'm supposed to figure that out, but I guess maybe we fill that out later. Individuals who make less than 125. Okay, great. 2021 or 2020. So that's important. It's not and. Okay, yes. So it says adjusted gross income. So the one that we saw was the tax return. So W-2 is great. It's a good idea, but you definitely need to get the adjusted gross income. So borrower information. Great. Oh, Elizabeth. Oh, okay, neat. Great. I'm gonna try to cover as much information as possible because I just feel uncomfortable. Like there's gonna be a lot of people watching this video. I don't have a formal last name. I'm going to put my social security number in. Oh, it covers it for me, great. Oh, well, not the last part, but I'll cover that. Okay, so now we have date of birth. Okay, that's not too bad. This is really weird filming it as I do this. I don't need you guys knowing when my date of birth is. Okay, so we want our phone number. Great, so we're gonna fill that out. And we're gonna put our email. I'm just gonna put my email that I use for all my personal stuff to keep things simple. And then we're gonna confirm. Okay, scroll down, review and submit the agreement. By signing this form, you agree to the following statements. I request federal student loan relief up to $20,000. Oh my gosh. If I could get $20,000, I will freak out. If requested, I will provide proof of income. Great, I will definitely do that. If I fail to do so by March 31st, 2024. Dang, that's like, they give you some time. Cool. I verify that I am the individual named above. I affirm one of the following is true. I made less required. I filed a single tax, that's true. I was not married, so we don't have to worry about that. I was not head of house. Oh, I don't know. I'm not a family. Oh, I filed as a qualified widow and made less than $250,000. That's interesting. Because I'm also thinking about my mom as well when I do this, which I will help her fill that out. So if you're watching, Mom, I will help you fill this out. Cool, I certify it, great, press submit. Thank you, your application for a one-time federal student loan debt relief has been submitted. Oh my gosh, that was way easier. Okay, so let's see what it says, next steps. We'll review your application, determine your eligibility, work with your loan provider, okay, so they're gonna work with my loan provider. Unless you hear back from the U.S. Department of Education or your loan servicer, you don't have to take any other action. That's good to know. So we're waiting to hear back from our loan provider, which for my case is Great Lakes. We may need additional information. Okay, I set my email. Dependent student anytime between 2021 and 2022. You may need information about your parents' income. Okay, so that's interesting. I was not a student in 2021 through 2022, so we're good for that. But if you were, there's a note there. We'll keep you updated. Great. Beware of scams. Oh, I don't like this. Okay, company saying you will get your loan discharge forgiveness cancellation. Okay. Okay, so there's a lot of people who are gonna be phishing and trying to tell you they need money. So be careful. You should only be hearing from Great Lakes or your loan provider. So be skeptical of people with their messages, apparently. Okay, so that was really easy. Fill out the application, we submitted, and now we're done. Okay, so hopefully you guys got an idea of how to fill out this application. I went super into depth about my personal income. Again, I'm more open because this is past employers. I obviously now work for Intel, and I wouldn't share any of my personal income now. But since this was a year ago and I don't even work there anymore, I'm perfectly fine sharing this information. I also think it helps people understand, like, I checked multiple different things, and being open and showing you exactly how to file in live, in real time with me, I think is something I would want to see personally. So hopefully you guys appreciate that. But if you are interested in seeing kind of my college experience and how I became a valedictorian, I talked a little bit about how I got my degree, and obviously we're seeing how much money I spent on it. Feel free to check that video out. I will link it up here. Otherwise, I will see you guys next time.